Hi, welcome back to the channel. And thanks for joining me just for a short little while I'm out on the Ducati. I've been thinking a bit about quotas lately, in particular diversity quotas. I think my concerns about this one particular diversity quota probably apply to all types of diversity quotas, but maybe any quotas that we use in business as well. I'll leave that for you to ponder and decide for yourself, but the specific type of diversity quota that's been on my mind, because it's been in the news recently, is gender quotas, where companies or organizations will set a target for the percentage of females in the workplace, and generally that target is 50%, and that's basically a quota. I've got a bunch of concerns about it because, at least from my own experience over my career in performance measurement, I don't think measuring that in that way is really going to lead to the outcomes that we all want. And I'm hoping that where I come from with this is more from the measurement perspective and not so much the specific issue of gender equality. Let me just get around this corner. So, I'm going to pull up at a lovely little park and have some breakfast. And when I'm there, I think I'll share with you 3 assumptions that I think are not very safe assumptions to make when it comes to using gender quotas. And we'll go from there. Breakfast, by the way, is a green smoothie with some peach. It's pretty nice. I'm not sure if you've heard of him before. Jordan Peterson is someone who sort of comes up every once in a while in the information that I watch. And he has a lot to say about gender quotas. I don't know if I'm a fan yet. He makes some really good points, but I think he could probably listen a little bit more for understanding, but that's beside the point. What Jordan Peterson has to say about gender quotas kind of lines up a bit with these assumptions that I wanted to run by you for why I think diversity quotas, gender quotas just don't work. The first assumption of gender quotas is that if we set a 50-50 quota in the workplace for male versus female, then we're assuming that that same balance in interest in a particular workplace is echoed in the population. If we took it really literally and made sure that every workplace had a 50-50 male-female balance, I think the consequence for that would be that there would be a lot of people missing out on the opportunity to do a role or have a job that they really passionately felt they wanted to have because there are no spaces left in their gender quota for them to take that position. Likewise, it could leave a lot of positions open because there just isn't the interest from a particular gender to come to that workplace and to work there and fill up that workplace's quota. So these 50-50 quotas, I don't think they are realistic in echoing preferences in the general population. The second assumption about gender quotas is that someone has to make the decision about where a quota is appropriate, what the quota should be. I mean, we default to 50-50 male-female, but maybe that's not always the quota that's used. But who is making that decision about where we need gender quotas, and what information are they basing that decision on? And where do they decide to draw the line where a workplace really does need a gender quota versus when a workplace really doesn't need a gender quota? There's no hard and fast rules about this. Taking it to an extreme, bricklaying is one of the the jobs, it's probably male dominated all around the world. Do we want to put a gender quota into bricklaying? Are there enough women who naturally want to do bricklaying? Who knows? Childcare? Although we're seeing a lot more males coming into nursing and childcare and care in general than we ever have in the past. But does that mean we need to have quotas in those fields? So it's tricky then to decide where exactly do we need a quota for gender and what exactly should that quota be. The third assumption about gender quotas is that if we meet them, somehow overcome the problems with the first two assumptions, and we are able to meet these gender quotas, has it really achieved the result that we wanted? And that kind of begs the question, what is the result we really want? Do we really want every workplace to have the same number of men and women, male and female, working together? Is that going to serve society? Is that going to serve everyone in the best possible way? I just find it really hard to accept the notion that something so important as diversity and equal opportunity can be condensed down to a percentage quota as evidence that we've achieved it.
Gender quotas or any other diversity quota, I think, is not direct evidence of equal opportunity. Equal opportunity, I think, is what we're really trying to improve and change. Equal opportunity is still a little bit weaselly, I guess, so we'd need to talk about what that actually means. And if I think about it, it means that if there is a human who wants to pursue a particular kind of career, then the only things that should affect their ability to do that is their aptitude, their capability, their skill, their experience, and all of those things they can have at least some influence over. But to not let someone have an opportunity to pursue a career they'd love to have simply because of their gender or their race or their social standing or anything else that's not relevant to doing the job, that's what we're trying to avoid. That's what we're trying to eliminate. So I just don't think gender quotas are the right thing to have our attention on, or any diversity quota. But again, I really want to remind you, I'm sharing with you my thoughts, and I haven't thought through my thoughts before I'm sharing them with you. You're getting them raw and off the cuff, but I hope that makes it more real, and I hope that has made something in your own mind trigger about your experience or your thoughts or your ideas about this. And that is what I'm most interested in hearing about by sharing this particular video on the channel. In the comments, I think, would be the best place to tell me, you know. I don't really mind if you agree with me or not, but what I'm really curious about is tell me why do you have the thoughts that you have? Why are you holding the position that you're holding? Let's see if we can get a bit of open dialogue about this, and maybe we'll all be a little bit wiser as a result. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for putting up with me again on this motorbike. But I'll see you again soon on the channel, and hopefully before then I'll be interacting with you about the topic of today, about diversity quotas. Thanks guys for tuning in. Catch you next time.